Hello, I'm going to talk a little bit today about how we hold the experience of long COVID. And it's not a strategy or a toolkit, it's kind of more an observation about, well, it comes from first-hand experience really, because it's something I've experienced for the past 12 months or so. And it's been really challenging at times and quite ironic for a wellbeing coach, but also some deep learning too, because it offers up lots of opportunities to look a bit more closely at our experience and where it's coming from. And I know how hard it is to experience a wealth of bewildering and perplexing sensations and symptoms, and to be really afraid of what that is and what it means. It certainly confronts us with the idea of the unknown and how how difficult it is to translate this experience and try and find some kind of certainty and to navigate a way through it and a way out of it. And what I'm seeing is that the way out is to go through it and is to really be present to it as much as possible. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the way that we hold the experience, and particularly about these various sensations that are occurring in our bodies that we create a lot of meaning about. Understandably, there's a lot of narrative laid on top of the physical or even emotional sensation. And it's that meaning that we identify with that actually heightens the sense of story and kicks in that nervous system fight or flight response. This has been more obvious to me in more acute moments earlier on when I was poorly last March, when there was respiratory challenges and that sense of obviously understandable anxiety that comes with finding difficulty in getting a proper deep breath in your lungs, and the shallow breath that creates that kind of nervousness. And there's been lots of research into deeper breathing techniques that can really help the vagus nerve and central nervous system. But we have to experience it firsthand. We have to know it intimately ourselves in order for it to be true for us. And I've read a million theories. The support groups are amazing. They are so helpful. They've been a lifeline for so many people. But equally, I see in that sometimes a desperation to want to know the answer, to want to solve this issue. And haven't we all had our heads turned by lots of different theories and obviously exploring lots of different avenues to enhance well-being, but also seeing that this well-being is innate, that the body has its own natural intelligence. It's always trying to reach homeostasis, to get this sense of equilibrium. And often, inadvertently, it's this little idea of me that tries to intervene all the time and try and make things better, change the timeline, control the situation. And what we're seeing here is that there is no real control. The flowing with it and the presence to it is what brings the calm that helps to restore things. And when I had an experience of labyrinthitis and quite severe vertigo a couple of months ago, that was so disorienting, so disarming. But do you know what? I found true grounding in that experience. Something nudged me to reach out and look at some YouTube videos, and I bought a book by Jerry Romania, I think that's how you say it, called Rock Steady, which I've mentioned to a few people on the forums. And it just helped me to see that all of the stuff that I'm sharing with others in my coaching practice just applies here right now. And that is to know that regardless of what is happening, you can find safety in your own body. You can rediscover the wholeness of who you are below those waves of rapid thinking and that high drama that comes with the narrative around all the bodily sensations. And I had an experiential kind of first-hand experience of just being clear with that, finding clarity even in dizziness, even in a sensation of feeling completely disoriented, being rooted in that moment, actually going, I can find that space. The space that's eternal, in which these transient feelings are coming and going, is always here for you. Always, even in the most dramatic scenarios. And it's just reacquainting yourself slowly with that space through meditation or just present awareness, and to know that space is who you are And that is the healing space, and it's available to us all. And it doesn't mean that we'll suddenly get better immediately, but it can certainly ground us in our own being and give us that sense of calm that can be so elusive in these difficult times. So sending love to you all, right here with you. Lots of love. Bye bye.